What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another episode of We Lift Big. Now, before I get started, I have a really exciting announcement. This podcast can officially be found on Spotify. Oh my Lord, I am so excited. So check this podcast out on Spotify. It is still on SoundCloud, and I'm still going to be posting episodes on YouTube. And so Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. Check it out, and let's get to the episode. I have those days where I don't want to put that banana split down into my journal. I just don't, because I'm like, I know I shouldn't have gone for it, and it was so good. It's okay to feel that way, but do it anyways. Track. You owe it to yourself. If you are starting this journey of creating more awareness in your life.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to We Lift Big. I am your host, Bria Gabor, personal trainer, video podcast personality, and award-winning performer. My mission is to educate, entertain, and enact a stronger, happier you. Because when we put in the work to achieve habits for lifelong health and self-love, we open ourselves to the amazing opportunities that come with a life well lived. New content coming out weekly, so I need you to get up, fasten your shoes, and lift big.
What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of We Lift Big, here to give you some knowledge for your week. So in a prior episode, I talked about how making sure you are getting enough protein in your diet can be a way for you to help improve your overall food intake by giving your body the building blocks that it needs through protein to build muscle, to create a thermogenic effect in the body, just to help fill you up more, all that good stuff. I want to go a step beyond that today and emphasize on the tool that I recommended in that podcast to use to make sure that you are hitting good protein numbers. And that is to track your food in general. I want you to think of it like a bank account. If you are mindful of what you are earning and spending, then chances are you have an acceptable quality of life because you are actively making sure that you have the finances that you need in order to sustain yourself. When we pay the same attention to how we fuel our bodies, we are actively in tune to what we are consuming. We are in tune with how that is fueling our bodies and how we are using what we are putting into our bodies. And so how we are burning the calories that we are consuming, what kind of calories we are burning. And just like a balanced bank account, we can have a balanced body. And just like being able to invest in things that we want to and things that are going to serve us, we are able to choose the foods and the supplements that aid us in transforming and maintaining our bodies physically, mentally, and emotionally. We can create this beautiful life and mindset and have this healthy, energetic, good-looking body by giving our bodies the nourishment that it wants and needs. So why track? Because I'm not necessarily saying that you need to microlog every single bite or sip that enters your body and know exactly how many vitamins or minerals you're getting. That's not the point. But what I am saying is that tracking creates awareness. It promotes understanding. It encourages engagement and education around food. Now we can be aware of how we're eating or have some sort of idea of how we are currently feeding our bodies. But when we use tracking to create that clear picture, all the information we need is right in front of us. For example, maybe you've been trying to lose those 10 pounds, and studious tracking helps you realize that if you had 3 tablespoons of olive oil in your omelet and stir fries to limiting yourself to 1 tablespoon a day, suddenly you're saving yourself 300 calories a day. Or maybe you're like me and you realize that you're eating 3 to 4 protein bars a day because your days are jam-packed and that's just what you had in your locker. Tell me if you've been there. Or you realize that you eat out 5 days a week and you just hadn't realized how much you were eating out, and tracking helped give you that perspective, helped make it apparent. Guys, if you were to track your food for at least 4 weeks, it is one of the greatest things you can do for your health, because now that you can see how you are eating, all of the numbers, all of the data are in front of you. And now we have the ability to know exactly what we need to alter in order to create those results that we want. No more throwing darts into the clouds or trying to figure out like which crazy diet is going to work for you, but you don't actually know because you don't know what needs to change in order for your body to change. Everything you need is right in front of you. And as your trainer, I can sit down with you and help you interpret what all of this data means. And I can help you make the important decisions around what foods you want to keep into your diet, what foods may be good swaps instead of eating this, eat that, what foods or drinks we want to take out of your diet completely. It's all in front of you. And yes, it's tedious at first, and it's time-consuming at first, and it's not going to be perfect. You're going to go out with your girls to eat and not know how to transcribe what you ate into your journal. Measuring food is going to feel new, it's going to feel tedious, it's going to feel extra. You can't find the brands in the log. You're going to run into all sorts of obstacles. We run into obstacles no matter what we are doing in life. There's always going to be challenges, and this is just one of them. But again, if you commit to tracking your food for at least 1 month, you will learn so much about what you eat and how you eat. You will learn how it serves you. You can document how you feel when you eat the foods that you are eating, and which foods make you feel good and which ones make you feel down. And the foods that aren't serving you, you can see in plain sight. Now you can switch them into things that'll serve you, and you have the tools that you need to change your eating to serve you and to serve your goals. And there's books, there's podcasts, there's freaking Google. As long as you know which sources are going to be the best sources, and I will attach some resources down below, some of my personal go-tos. There's a lot of ways that you can do this. There's a lot of ways that you can track your food. You can use an app. The app that I use and really like personally is MyFitnessPal. I believe my sister uses her Fitbit app to track, although I have to ask her. Lose It is another app. Noom is an app that some of my clients use. And also let me know in person, because I know a lot of you see me around the gym who are listening, or comment below. Leave me a comment on Instagram or Spotify, Spotify, what's up? Or SoundCloud or YouTube if you would like for me to make a video that talks about what food trackers are out there and which ones I personally recommend based on my knowledge. If you want to see something like that, just let me know. You can type it on your computer. You can have a journal if you like to tangibly write things down, just some good old pen and paper. Ultimately, the best tracker is going to be the one that you're going to stay consistent with, and this is huge. When you commit to documenting what you eat and drink in a day, you have to make sure that whatever you're using to document that is readily accessible, that it's something you can have with you all the time. And so you're not scrambling at the end of the day being like, oh my God, I can't even remember what I ate. Like, I can't even remember if I did my laundry this morning, that sort of thing. And so just make sure it's something you can access throughout your day, that it's clear, and that it's something that, yes, it's going to feel tedious again at first, but it's something that you can really stick to and hold yourself accountable to. And again, this is one of the best things that you can do for yourself, is just be aware, be mindful of what you are putting into your body. It is literally the first step to understanding how we can change and mold our diets and our lifestyle into one that is going to serve us, is just the awareness itself. Thank you all so much again for listening. And my challenge for you this week is, if you do not already track your food, start tracking, start getting those journals out. Or if it's been a while and you feel like you're running off course, give it a couple days, a couple weeks, just see where you're at. And don't judge yourself. This is not about like, oh my God, like, because sometimes, let's be real, sometimes we don't want to track what we're eating because we know it's going to make us feel guilty. I need you to separate the emotions from this. And that's hard. As someone who has been tracking my food for as long as I have and has become as efficient at it as I have those days where I don't want to put that banana split down into my journal. I just don't, because I'm like, I know I shouldn't have gone for it and it was so good. Or you have those off days where you don't want to put it down. It's okay to feel that way, but do it anyways. Track, you owe it to yourself. If you are starting this journey of creating more awareness in your life around what you eat, track the good days, track the shitty days. Hold them close because they are a reminder of why you are doing this. Again, please let me know if you want to see a video about my personal recommendations of what apps to use, how to track your food, how specific you need to get, because I would love to make a video on that. I might just do it anyways. Anyways, I love you guys. Have a great week, and let me know your thoughts.